Ladies and gentlemen, today we are standing here in solidarity with the people who have suffered the brunt of war. The latest group that suffered the brunt of war in West Nile. West Nile, from the time the colonialists came, has been marginalized. The colonialists marginalized West Nile as a labor reserve for Uganda. And to that effect, our able-bodied people initially were carried as soldiers to go and work, as policemen to go and work as prison warders, on top of being casual laborers or plantation laborers. When we got independence, Obote regime never made any changes. They continued with that policy of neglecting West Nile as a labor reserve. It is the reason why our own son, General Idi Amin Dada, through a coup, overthrew Obote I's regime. After overthrowing Obote's regime, we have learned on many occasions the president himself, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, saying he has been fighting, or he fought President Idi Amin's government until it was overthrown. But during the overthrow of President Idi Amin, the people of West Nile paid the ultimate price. Yes. Our properties were destroyed. Schools were destroyed. Hospitals were destroyed. People were killed. We have mass graves in Ombachi. Yes. We have mass graves in Otamachaku. We have mass graves in Ewota. We have mass graves in Angal. We have mass graves all over West Nile. Because of the teamwork of Museveni, Obote, and others wanting to overthrow Amin. When they overthrew Amin, they did not stop there. They came with a revenge mission, destroyed everything, including lives. As we talk, we have never recovered from those losses. Not at all. When Obote came into government, he never did anything to compensate the destruction that he caused here. Eventually, in 1980, when Museveni launched the Bush War, the 5-year Bush War in Luwero, because of the fear, the people of West Nile decided that we are not going to pick arms to fight Museveni, let him come in peace. Yes. Indeed, the people of West Nile delivered the whole region to Museveni without firing a bullet. We thought Museveni was going to pay us by developing the region, by compensating us for the losses that we suffered. Yes. But instead, 40 years down the road, the people of West Nile have been ignored. Even during Museveni regime, when LRA, Kony War, was launched, our people were killed between Karuma and Pakwach. Really? We lost lives, we lost property, we lost buses, we lost vehicles, lorries, and merchandise. The famous Arua boys, some of them were captured alive up to date. We have nowhere where their graves are. Did our people receive Museveni in peace in vain? Did we welcome Museveni with both hands from Pakwach in vain? Is this the price you are paying us 40 years down the road? After loving your government, after voting for you even during these 40 years religiously, we are disappointed, Mr. President. You ignored us, you marginalized us. West Nile is the only region without cabinet ministers. You appointed all cabinet ministers in other regions. The vice president is from Teso. Why should we wonder if you did not go to, if we didn't go to Teso? While I was in parliament, we allocated money, 150 billion, to pay compensation for war claimants. This 150 billion, out of it, 50 billion was allocated through office of the Prime Minister. Do you know where this money went?
Nothing.
Money was sent to Karamoja, money was sent to Teso, money was sent to Lango, money was sent to Acholi. 50 billion, part of the 50 billion never came to West Nile. And yet, as leaders from northern Uganda, we agreed that the entire northern Uganda should be treated as one. We sat in Gulu at St. Monica and presented a master plan of how West Nile and northern Uganda should be brought out of poverty at an equal level with the rest of the country. An affirmative action was agreed. We documented. We presented what we called Peace, Recovery and Development Program for Northern Uganda, yes. Greater Northern Uganda. The Peace, Recovery and Development blueprint was costed over $1 billion. Hear me clearly, $1 billion, because that is the money you can use to rehabilitate a war-torn region. Yes. Now, when we passed this Peace, Recovery and Development Program framework in the Parliament, one of the frameworks through which money was supposed to be sent to West Nile and to Northern Uganda was through NUSAF. World Bank gave us $100 million to start the process. When the money started coming, the people in Prime Minister's office decided to apportion this money. The likes of Honorable Wachikona and the group decided to spread this money up to Busia at the border with Kenya. This money was spread up to Bunyoro. As we talk now, NUSAF has been rolled over 5 times. But there's no impact of poverty alleviation. Why? Because the money was meant for the people of West Nile, Acholi, and Lango, and Teso only. But when money was delivered by World Bank, it ended up to where? Busia. Is Busia part of northern Uganda?
Not really.
Is Bukedi part of northern Uganda?
No.
If the people of eastern Uganda have their own problem, this country has unique problems. Northern Uganda has a problem of war. Eastern region has its own poverty as a result of other reasons.
Yes.
You cannot use money meant for northern Uganda to help the people of eastern Uganda. Now, NUSAF has not had any impact. Now, this money for war claimants, as I told you, was supposed to be 150 billion to start with. But out of that, the 50 billion which was first allocated only served Teso, Lango, and Acholi. The reasons are very clear. I've told you, the Vice President comes from Teso, the Speaker is from Teso, the Government Chief Whip, Honorable Bua Hamson, is from Lango. I told you how important the office of Government Chief Whip is.
Yes.
The last money, bits of the money, ended up in Acholi because the Secretary General of NRM, Honorable Todwang, is from Acholi. Now, from West Nile, we have nobody in Museveni's government.
Not at all.
By design, by commission. We are here today to tell Mr. President, Mr. Museveni, that we are tired of lies. We are tired of being taken advantage of.
We are fed up.
We are Ugandan citizens.
We are fed up.
That money that is being distributed is taxpayers' money. The people of West Nile also pay taxes.
Yes.
We expected Museveni to start from Teso, come to Lango, come to Acholi, and then come to West Nile.
Yes.
We have no idea whether he's going to come to West Nile. And therefore, we are saying if Museveni loves the people of West Nile, he must come to West Nile before he goes for nominations.
Yes.
In the next 2 weeks,
Yes.
14 days from today,
Yes.
if Museveni does not come to meet us here, so that the people of West Nile can inform him and ask him the hard questions, the way Acholis asked the hard questions, the way Langos asked the hard questions, the way the Bateso asked the hard questions. We are going to organize ourselves and march on foot to meet Museveni in State House, Nakasero or Entebbe.
Yes. We are ready.
We are not going to go by bus. We are not going to use any means, but we are going to walk.
Yes.
So the choice is for Mr. Museveni and his group, either to wait for us in State House or to come and meet us before the 14 days elapse.
But I want to take only one angle. And this angle is the issue of ex-combatants. Peace agreement was signed in 2002. And at that time, President Museveni's government pledged and committed itself in black and white that the ex-combatants will be given 13 billion shillings. And at that time, 13 billion was money. It had a value. It is not until this year, in the month of April, that President Museveni came to West Nile, and in particular in Yumbe. And when he came, in 23 years, he brought 1 billion. 1 billion was what he brought in 23 years. And yet, at the same time, that same month, when he brought the 1 billion shillings, he had paid his NRM MPs more than 50 billion shillings. Yes, I say this with confidence. So where is President Museveni's priority? Is his priority the welfare of the people that he leads, or he's so sectarian in what he considers as important to him? This is something which I think our people of West Nile should put down their feet and ask President Museveni by seeing him right in the eyes. See him right in the eyes. If
no vote for NRM. No vote for NRM.
Logically, if it has taken President Museveni 23 years to bring 1 billion, which has no value now, how long will he take to bring the remnants of the 12 billion shillings? Let anybody ask themselves this simple question. One thing which I see is that we, the people of West Nile, are forcing ourselves to President Museveni's regime. We are forcing ourselves to this man's regime. The money does not lack for us. So now is the time for us to show to him that it takes two to tangle. If you are not for me or for us, the people of West Nile, then we are not for you. That should be our stand. And good enough, it has come at a time when this man will come to us. So I want to appeal.
NRM chini. NRM down. NRM down. That is it.
I want to appeal to us. It is not the first time, not even in the first area, that we have been neglected. We all know about the Ombati massacre. We know about Ombati massacre. People lost lives. People lost properties. In the other areas, people have been compensated. What is so unique with us that we don't deserve to be compensated, where we have head injuries committed to us? These are critical questions that we ask President Museveni. It is not only in the areas of compensation. Look at our road infrastructure.
The chairperson, Cornwall Victims West Nile. I've been following this man. I've been entirely in Kampala, President's office, Mili Babalenda, Haji Yunus Kakande, Dr. Kennedy Omona. All documents have been submitted to Attorney General's office, up to Mboya military headquarters, because the CMI gave report about our compensation. They gave very good report about us. So what is here remaining is only, as my colleague has said, they are selfish politicians from West Nile, whom I know physically by names, are the ones blocking President Museveni. I know them. Others are state ministers. Others are mere MPs.
Yes.
I know them very well. I have 1,102. The list is here. 1,102. I submitted this document to Haji Kakande, to Dr. Kennedy Omona's office, to Nile Babalanda, to Prime Minister's office, up to State House. This list are there. Even Attorney General Kafuzi. I have all this. Even here, I submitted this document to General, to RCC, to General Idi Amin Taban. I spoke to the president myself in his office there. He said he only needed this list. 2022. How many years now? When we are here at the Mayor's Garden,
Yes.
even protesting, I talked to the president as a chairperson. He said, what is your problem? President asked me, said, Your Excellency, sir, we have no problem, only we needed our money. He said, okay, submit the list through Idi Amin Taban. He will bring to me, then I pay your money. Your money is there. From 20th June 2022, where is the money? President himself talked openly. You see this? I'm now 60 years, I'm not a kid. You can't lie to me. So, all documents are here, I have them from his office. We are demanding 99,884,000,000 shillings. Because
Yes.
if from 1980, this is when I came to Senda here. I'm now 45 years here, on the collars here. By now, if I was still continue with my business, how many bungalows would I have? How many vehicles would I have? If Joseph Kony did not rob me, 103 have died without receiving pay.
Yes.
103. You see this? That means we are remaining with the 900 something. Others are bedridden because has the list not reached him from 2022? It is still at Pakwat. Where is the list?
Maybe.
I'm not a kid. I don't fear anybody. That's all. I don't fear anybody. When Amini took over power, I was in the government.
Yes.
I know government. I know the corrupt government is this one. Very corrupt. Very corrupt.
Great.
Very corrupt. NRM, very corrupt government. I've
Very
never
corrupt.
seen. I was there in Obote 1. I was there in Amini regime. I was there in Obote 2. I started voting in 1980. I voted for Sam Gerere. I'm not a kid. Museveni should not lie to us. Whether who, I don't want to meet anybody leader here in Western, I don't want. Whether you are who, I will not meet you. My issue, I want to meet Museveni, as the Honorable Bernard Etikwa said. I want to meet the president. Why did he tell me lies?
Yes.
You have on many occasions raised this.
We want their numbers, only we want to meet them.
We
This
want to
threat,
see them.
you hear me, you hear me well. This threat, God is in control.
Yes.
God is in control. Nobody will kill me. Your members will not work at my home.
Yes.
They will just be blocked.
Let us borrow leaves from Teso. Let us borrow leaves from Olango. Let us borrow leaves from Acholi sub-region. Nobody in those sub-regions went on street to demand for the president to go and reinvent the aspects of compensation. Remember, it has been an ongoing activity, although at a slow government program pace. Now, the president has thought it wise himself that instead of compensating, for example, in Elango, 35,000 people, okay? Let me compensate all households by giving them 5 heads of cattle each. It was the president's initiative. Nobody blackmailed him, nobody forced him, nobody went on streets such that the president went there to make those declarations. Nobody. West Nile, the business community have lost properties during LRA insurgency. The president has not said they did not lose. The president will respond to each and every concern of every community in this country, to their satisfaction, to the satisfaction of every citizen. So it's a matter of being patient that, yes, Your Excellency, we have told you this, please look into our issues without blackmail, without ultimatum. That's how society works. Those other regions are developing faster than us is because they know how to put strategic demands for their people.